Secret number one for moving quickly through your next storm. Number one, the storm isn't sent to destroy you. When David, who would become King David, was just a shepherd's boy tending to his father's sheep, no one knew who he was. He had already been anointed to be king over Israel, but it was a private ceremony, and no one even knew about it except his immediate family. Now, I wonder if that sounds familiar to you. You know that there is greatness inside of you. You know you've been called and even anointed for a purpose, but no one else seems to know. Life goes on, and everyone treats you the same. Nothing changes. The dream by itself, the vision all by itself, doesn't seem to change anything. And that's painful, right? It's like all of this excitement is pent up on the inside with nowhere to go. You're still in the same job, still in the same place in your business. And it was the same for David. One day he's anointed king, and then the next day he's sent right back out to the shepherd's field. But on this particular day, watching the sheep, something was about to change. David was about to encounter a storm. Somebody say, storm. Have you ever been minding your own business, not even trying to stir up trouble, and bam, out of nowhere, a storm hits your life? Well, David looked up over the pasture, and running down the mountain towards his flock was a giant, hungry bear. Can you imagine the emotions you might feel? Here you are, supposed to be doing something great with your life. You already feel stuck. You already feel like no one cares about your dreams, and now this storm is threatening to take away what little that you have. But David didn't even have time to panic. Without even thinking about it, David picked up a slingshot and charged right towards the beast, scooping up rocks on the way. Shot after shot, he punished the intruder until the battle was over, the bear was dead, and David was victorious. No one saw it. David knew no one would even believe him if he shared the story, but this storm had accomplished its purpose. You see, David's storm wasn't sent to destroy him. The storm was sent to reveal him. Say that out loud. The storm didn't destroy him. The storm revealed him. And in this case, David was the only person who needed to know. The storm was sent to reveal David to David. From that point forward, David knew what he was capable of. Later, when he faced another storm, a much more public storm, Goliath, David would tell King Saul, I have killed both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, since he has defied the armies of the living God. Are you getting what I'm saying here? Put in the comments, I get it, if you're starting to get it, right? How many of you are facing a private storm? No one even knows what you're going through. It's just you and the grace of God going into battle. Well, let me tell you, that storm wasn't sent to destroy you. The storm was sent to reveal you. Say it out loud. Talk to the storm. You weren't sent to destroy me. You can't destroy me. You can only reveal me. And some storms are only meant to reveal you to you and nobody else. The last 5 years or so, I've been an active day trader. And let me tell you, it's been a private storm. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought I was going to make tons of money for our family. But year after year, I didn't make money. Raise your hand if you've ever set out on a course that you thought was going to be profitable, but you ran smack into a storm. It's painful. It can be discouraging. And this particular storm revealed things in me that I didn't know were there. Difficult things, trust issues in my relationship with God, stress management issues, discipline issues. Storms aren't only sent to reveal the good stuff, but sometimes storms reveal areas where we can improve. But here's what you need to see. Those are the storms that strengthen you. They make you better. They reveal the shortcomings, the areas for improvement. And even those storms can never destroy you. They weren't sent to destroy you. They reveal you and make you better. Ever wonder why the scriptures say, consider it all joy when you encounter various trials? Go ahead and type that in the chat. All joy. I'm going to do it in the chat right now myself. All joy. All joy. Consider it all joy when you encounter various trials. Oh man, in just a second, your eyes are going to open and you're going to start jumping up and down, thanking God for every storm he's going to allow to come your way. I mean, think about this. What finally moved David from the shepherd's field into real prominence and influence in his country? What set him on the national stage? It was a storm. It was a trial. Goliath was threatening to destroy not only David, but his entire country, his entire way of life. Everything was hanging in the balance. This was a very public storm. But David already knew who he was. He had faced the private storms. They had shown him who he was and what he was capable of. And he rushed Goliath the same way that he had rushed the bear, but this time, all of Israel was there to see it. That storm wasn't sent to destroy him. That storm was sent to reveal him to others. And I want to tell you something. If you'll learn to embrace life storms, if you will charge into them, knowing that they cannot destroy you, then God will position storms at just the right moment in front of just the right people, and they'll reveal you in a whole new light. People will begin to see you for who you really are. How many of you could use some storms like that in your life? How many of you could welcome some storms like that? Come on, throw your shoulders back and say it with me. This storm isn't sent to destroy me. It's sent to reveal me.